turn now to Truth or Fake. Catalina Marchand-Debreu by the big board. Good evening to you, Catalina. Looking at the story of a man in Liverpool who's asked for police help after his photograph was put online with people saying that he was the driver of the car on Monday that rammed the crowd of Liverpool football fans near to the Merseyside waterfront shortly after Liverpool Football Club went past in the open-top bus showing off the Premier League trophy. It's an atrocious circumstance. People injured, still some in hospital, of course, with very serious injuries having been removed from underneath the vehicle. But this man, basically, he was outed online as being the driver. It turns out, of course, he wasn't. So tell us about this one.
That's right, Mark. And according to the latest toll, there's almost 80 people that were injured during this attack. Several of them have sustained serious injuries, but no deaths have been reported. Eyewitnesses and videos shared online have shown this moment where this vehicle drove into or through the crowd. As you can also see, is people scatter. The Merseyside police quickly arrested and identified the suspect as a 53-year-old white British man who is believed to be the driver. He was arrested at the scene and is now being withheld on suspicion of attempted murder, dangerous and drug driving. The local police also said on Monday that the horrific incident is not being treated as a terrorist attack. Despite this police statement, users on social media are claiming that this bearded man appears to be the driver of the car that plowed through the crowd of Liverpool fans. In this post, viewed over 1 million times on X, a photo that is being widely shared where users with similar claims are saying the initial report said he was 53 years old and white. Those reports appear to be wrong. This is the driver from the van, they say, young and definitely not white. As this user claims that this is a cover-up, a post once again seen over 1 million times on X, as users are also sharing the claim that this is a media cover-up, media caught lying. According to Hank on X, turns out young, not white, and definitely not what they wanted you to see in this post, seen nearly 3 million more times on X.
Indeed, Hank on X clearly talking out of his backside on that one. There is a law in the UK, English law, reporting law, Supreme Court 2022 ruled that basically someone cannot be, their identity cannot be revealed until they are charged. The man is in custody, he has not been charged. So under the law, nobody is allowed to name him. That's the way it is. It's not the media hushing it up. It's not a clampdown. It's not someone trying to hide it. That's the law in England. That's how it stands. That's the message to Hank, if you're watching. Catalina, where does this image being shared come from then? Tell us more about that.
That's right, Mark. As you just said, no image yet. So just to clarify that these claims shared on May 26th that this bearded man, they say, was the suspect accused of driving into this crowd of Liverpool fans. These claims are fake. These images actually come from a video on TikTok that was shared and filmed on the same day, so May 26th, when users shared this clip of a man sitting in a police car. He's wearing a police hat and just simply amusing the crowd around him in the Liverpool area as well. On the same day / event, we can actually confirm that the viral images, the fake claims from this video, since in the background you could see the elements are actually the same. Notably, we could see the same person on both, as well as we can also see this man in red who is filming behind. So lots of elements that confirm that this video is actually the video from TikTok, as users wrongly connected what was lighthearted footage to the car ramming incident. In fact, one of the users that were spreading these fake claims later clarified, he says, the photo is inaccurate. That appears to be from a separate video, the one we just showed on TikTok. Here's a photo of the driver showing this one where we can see that he is actually clean-shaven, not bearded, as this user continues to speculate that he still does not look 53 nor white.
Indeed, and there is actually, that man has just been singled out. There is another man, of course, from the Highton district of Liverpool who has contacted the police to get help to get his identity taken off this, because he's been put online as being the person responsible, of course, and he wasn't at all. So this is why it's important that people respect the guidelines by the police to sort of keep a hat on all these kind of things in order to ensure that the legal process goes forward without any contradiction or any twisting of it in any particular way. But no, people need to share these things, and perhaps one understands why. But laws are made for a certain reason, to protect the legal process. Tell us then, what do we actually know about the alleged driver in this incident?
That's right. We'll get into that a little bit more. But as you said, strict guidelines were taken by the police this time around. The Merseyside police released details about the Liverpool crash suspect very quickly, within 2 hours of the suspect being arrested, which is a record time. We can say they published the man's nationality and ethnicity. As we said, 53-year-old white British man from the Liverpool area. This decision was taken, according to the police, to avoid, as we just saw, deliberate disinformation or speculation online linked to migrants or about the suspect having his Muslim name, an attack that was immediately linked by many online as being an Islamist terrorist attack. However, the police hasn't released any images of the suspect yet, which is why there has been so much online speculation, as we've seen. Not only the ones shared in the fake claims, but as you also mentioned, Mark, the BBC reports that this man was wrongly identified as the Liverpool parade driver. This image of this man named Peter Cunningham circulated online in the aftermath of the incident. His name was mentioned by a user on X on Monday evening in response to a post inquiring about the identity of the suspect. A photo, as you can see, taken from his Facebook profile. As this man was wrongly identified, has had to move his children out of their home because of fears of their safety, proof of how harmful disinformation can be to those unrelated. So we should also note, as you said, Mark, that the police do not ordinarily name a suspect before they are charged. Merseyside police gave an update on Wednesday today that they've been granted more time to question the suspect, which will remain in custody until Thursday at least. In the meantime, the police urges people not to continue speculating about the identity of the man in custody.
Indeed, the reporting process over the years, certainly when I was a young reporter, meant that if you could name someone locally on information, you could go with that. The police would be lenient, they wouldn't go for you. But now it's changed because of what happens. And of course, this all follows 2024 in August in Southport, near Liverpool, when 3 little girls were stabbed. And of course, riots broke out all over England because of misinformation put online by a woman who is now in jail because of that. So it is something to think of. That publication of misinformation online led to this woman being jailed because of what happened afterwards. Catalina, thank you very much indeed for Truth or Fake. We take a very short break. After that, the news continues. Prime News Paris.